Hello everybody and welcome to Chaoko Draws. This is the Chaoko Draws for Polo, a character from my webcomic, Cheetah Kid. Which, speaking of Cheetah Kid, has just come off its hiatus after about a month of being on hiatus due to my computer breaking down or dying out. It's not completely dead still, but it can't do anything without overheating. So it's almost dead to me. Someone else who has less computer needs, like just searching stuff up, probably like my parents or something, could use the laptop much more. But basically, yeah, I've explained this multiple times. I had to switch out my computer for a new one, and I'm now recording on the new one, and I'm now drawing on the new one. So, and everything's ready to start drawing, so that's why I started up the comic again. And it wasn't too long of a hiatus. That's a pretty decent hiatus for what would be known as a hiatus, because show hiatuses last 3 months, maybe 2 months. I think comic hiatuses only last a good month or so too. Yeah, it's a pretty decent hiatus, I guess. It's just unfortunate where the hiatus left off. It made no sense to have a hiatus there. If the hiatus needed to happen a comic early, or a comic after, the one that just came out. That would have been so much freaking easier or better to understand, because before it was just something a one big gag until leading up to the rest of the end story. So now it's continuing and the gag doesn't make as much sense as it would with another comic. It was supposed to come out that Saturday, next Saturday, or whatever day it was. It was either Saturday update or Wednesday update. But yeah, the comic's finally back, and I can get to start working on it again, and it feels pretty weird because I haven't drawn anything in forever. So, yeah. I have drawn stuff in forever. I literally just posted one of the biggest art things I've done in a while, which is the Heroes of Excavation picture. But I haven't drawn a comic in a while. It's different drawing a normal piece of art in comparison to a comic. A comic, you have very confined space and very specific brush sizes in comparison to a normal thing, which is just huge infinite canvas practically. You can make the image as big as you want, you can make it as small as you want. It's a completely different feel. It's kind of no, I was about to say it's designing the enemies for Tales of Babylon, but that's pretty much infinite canvas too, but it's more a small infinite canvas, I guess. I have the freedom to change the size of the canvas whenever I want, but I should probably keep it around 300, 500, maybe, in the hundreds, small hundreds, at least below 500, because that's just how RPG Maker works. And honestly, that makes sense. You can't have it just on 1,000 by 1,000 picture. That's pretty much that's a screen size right there. But yeah, just been doing that. I'm actually just really tired today, and this is my one chance to do a Chaoko Draws. I wouldn't have done it if I had the option to do more Chaoko Draws more often, but if I haven't explained it before, how me recording Chaoko Draws works, if an entire room in my house is empty for a long period of time, or I know it's going to be empty for a long period of time, I take it over and then I start recording stuff in there, because there's 8 people in my house, and I can't just do this in front of them because they're just gonna think I'm weird, or they're just gonna be like, he's talking, I'm trying to listen to something, but because honestly, when one of my older brothers does a podcast every now and then, I'm just but I let him do it because he's used to it, and he's already established that he does it. He doesn't do it too often. If I had the option to do Chaoko Draws as often as I wanted to, I would totally do Chaoko Draws as often as I wanted to, almost every other day practically. Then again, I don't think my life's that interesting enough where I draw enough art to the point where I can have a Chaoko Draws every other day. It's more a 2 a week maybe, if even that, maybe 1 a week. I don't know. There's no schedule for it. I just do. So I draw something and I record it, and I just do. But yeah. So this was my one chance. There was actually background noise earlier, and I was so glad that when I started recording this, the background noise disappeared. There were kids playing outside, and they were throwing the ball against the wall. And my room, or my apartment, is right next to the wall, so that's a problem. And they actually just stopped, so I was just oh thank goodness, that's not gonna pick up. Regardless, I don't think it would have picked up anyway, because to be fair, it's happened before where there was just like kids playing in the background, and like it didn't pick up because of either the music or because of the sensitivity of my headset. But yeah, it might not have been a problem, but I don't know. But yeah, speaking of my headset, actually, I figured out a new setup to where my headset actually sounds pretty nice in comparison to the last time where it sounded muffled, like muffled garble. It might still sound a bit like muffled garble, but it's a little better. I set it up to where I just wear my headset around my neck instead of having it like wearing it like a normal headset, because like yeah, I couldn't use my mic before. So yeah, I think I already went into explaining this, but then I like trailed off because I was talking about the computer thing. But yeah. So like my computer, my new laptop's microphone is shit. So I need to use my gaming headset to record these things. But before, in the last Chaoko Draws, it didn't sound so good. I don't know. And eventually I'm gonna save up to get an actual microphone. But, you know, yeah. But it's a thing. That's just Chaoko stuff. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I set up to where I just wear them on my neck, and the mic is just right up in my face. So now I can just talk right into the mic just by looking down a little bit. To be honest, it doesn't really matter if I look down a little bit because, you know, that's where the computer screen is. And I'm looking at the computer screen to check my WAV files and the time I've been recording. So that's all, it's all a plus plus. I've gotten a new setup. Basically, this entire Chaoko Draws is just going to be me talking about my setup and my computer and stuff like that. Because, I mean, come on, Chaoko Draws is random stuff. I mean, not everything interesting is going to happen in my life all the time. Because I draw stuff, like comic and stuff, and games, making games and stuff, doesn't mean my life's going to be anything interesting all the time. So I did go to Dave & Buster's for the first time today. So I just contradicted exactly what I just said. But, and you know what? The place is pretty chill. I honestly like it better than Chuck E. Cheese, probably because it's more mature. Also, less animatronics. Also, it's like fair. Like everything's pretty balanced. The amount of tickets you get per game, you just gotta figure out which game to play, because there's certain ones that give you a lot, certain ones that don't, for like the amount that you pay. And it's all like card based, and you don't have to put in like coin tokens in the machines anymore. It's like, I mean, you still get, some machines still give you tickets via paper, but others give you tickets via your card. So it's all pretty chill and stuff like that. So I can see why that's such a good business. It used to not be for kids, and then they were like, you know, we kind of have to make it for kids, and that's understandable. I can see where that would come from. Yeah, but I actually like I don't know if this is the first time I've won anything in the claw machine, but I actually got something from the claw machine after like a few tries. It was funny because like I had gone to the claw machine, like that was like the first thing I did. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a claw machine thing here because I have a lot of money on my card and I'm just gonna swipe away. Just gotta go at this claw machine. I gave it a good 5 tries trying to get like a stuffed tiger, and I almost got it out, but it seemed that there were some people behind me, like a little girl like waiting. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna let this girl go. Hello, Ben. Hello. And I'm back. Sorry for the interruption there. Someone walked into my room while I was recording. I don't know what they don't get about me recording something, and I'm in here clearly talking aloud, very loudly, to myself. It means I'm recording, guys. Like, seriously. Anyway, so there was clearly a girl standing behind me, and I was just like, alright, I'm gonna let her go. So I walked around for a little bit, like maybe like a minute or so. I walked back. The girl literally got the tiger that I was getting at, and I was just like, God, you got that because of me. And I couldn't just be like, you're welcome, slyly, because it was just like she was with her parent. I was just like, all right, I'll let you have this victory. But I came back to it and I got it. I got a different tiger in 2 tries actually, and so that made me feel really accomplished. And yeah, that was great. But I guess that's it for this Chaoko Draws. Got to hear one story of mine. So thank you for watching. If you like that, I have a whole playlist of Chaoko Draws in my channel. And I don't care about you like, commenting, and subscribing because I'm not a YouTuber. And that's about it for this one. And I guess I'll see you, like, I don't know, some point. I still don't have an outro. Like I said I'd come up with one. No, actually I didn't say I'd come up with one in the last video. Anyway, bye. God,